All right, it's the rundown. Tuesday, April 23rd, so 6 days from my birthday. And this rundown is brought to you by High Noon. Bring the Fiesta anywhere you go, whether it's maybe celebrate my birthday next week, with the all-new High Noon Tequila Seltzer Fiesta Pack. This variety 8-pack features 2 new tequila flavors, Blood Orange and the Prickly Pear. The Prickly Pear is outrageously good. Alongside 2 tequila favorites, Grapefruit and the Lime, of course. All are made with real tequila and real juice for any fiesta. You can find the High Noon Tequila Seltzer Fiesta Pack nearest you at highnoonspirits.com. High Noon, sun's up, summer's here, warm weather's here. Been drinking a lot of High Noons. I love High Noons.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Boy, they call you.
They do call me an HNB. First up, great night of sports last night. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs.
Great night?
Great night of sports.
Mr. Borelli almost, you wanted to see the Islanders collapse like that?
Well, I was going to start with your
No,
New York Knicks.
The biggest collapse of the night was the Islanders.
Oh, no. Nobody was watching that game besides Frankie. Right here in the Mecca, the heart of the world, the heart of New York City, Madison Square Garden, the 76ers with an all-time choke job. Up 5, 28 seconds to go. Jalen Brunson takes a 3. Has he been cold all night? Yeah. But he says, this is my fucking team. This is my fucking city. Puts up a 3, gets a great bounce. Great bounce. We're down 2, right? Sixers try to inbound. Maxey fucking vomits on himself. We get the ball. Josh Hart grabs the ball because he's hustle. No quit, close-knit, all grit. That's what we just put up in our Knicks locker room. And then pass. DiVincenzo takes a 3, misses. Isaiah Hartenstein crashes the boards. Joel Embiid's too busy thinking about his sideline massages to bother getting a rebound. Hartenstein crashes the boards. All grit, no quit. Dishes it right back out to DiVincenzo. He says, I'm going to shoot again. 3, boom. Knicks go up 1. Yeah, Knicks go up.
Yeah.
That was a great recap.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was a nice little
Fantastic.
soliloquy you got from just watching social media clips all day.
I was watching, actually, in my
You were watching. See, this is my problem.
I was watching.
I already
I haven't watched a lot of games this year, but I was watching that one.
I know, because you haven't mentioned the Knicks once in 10 years here. All of a sudden, you're coming today in your Knicks shirt and describing how you rub Jeff Van Gundy's head for good luck and how what John Stark's sack tastes like.
I'm going to defend Knicks fans on that. Like, isn't that what you do when your franchise sucks for 40 years?
That's what
Kind of stop to care, and then they get good, and you're like, all right, we'll pay attention again.
Look, the Knicks are a very, very rootable roster and a team that plays their balls to the bone. But you guys are outrageous.
We're what?
You are outrageous.
Because I love my fucking New York.
I don't think you deserve a team like this. And that's your entire existence, just fucking Boston fans just hopping on winners.
Well, they're all winners the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
You kind of gotta.
You can't be considered a front runner if it's your own city. I grew up in New York my whole life.
I've come around in my later age. I think it's crazy to not to keep supporting a team that does not try, that does not the front office doesn't try, the owner doesn't care. I think it's nuts to keep caring.
Yeah.
I agree to an extent. Look,
I think you're an enabler at that point.
well, the Sixers personally killed me when Ben Simmons refused to take a shot. Doc blew another favorable lead in the playoffs, and Trista Crick stole my soul. That's when they killed me.
Incredible how right
she
she ended up being about Ben Simmons.
Well, yeah. So I mean, anything that the Knicks can say or me can say, you can do. Nothing's going to hurt me now. I will not even get a chub for this team until they get past the second round. And I said that after that 2021 Game 7 loss to the Hawks. But I mean, this was a disaster last night. It's just an absolute disaster. And it's not even the refs were bad both ways. Nick Nurse, he had a timeout, but I'm not going to fucking.
He was faking it though.
He faked the first one, but the second one he had. But I mean, that's arbitrary. The biggest problem I have is how many times is Isaiah Hartenstein going to just run around like a chicken with his dick cut off and just dominate everybody on the offensive glass? That's my problem. When there's 4 guys underneath the basket in the most important part of the game, when Tyrese Maxey's on the ground for some reason, it's a shame because he almost had triple-double last night and he balled out on the flu. And
that guy did not have the flu. That was fake. He might have had the sniffles or something.
Are you?
It's a little late for flu season.
This is the flu guy.
I would know.
Tommy marks the flu season.
And don't get me wrong, I would do that. If I was a player, I'd constantly be like, oh, I'm sick. and then I'd go out there, and it makes it look better than your performance should.
Regardless, Nick Batum, where the fuck his last name is, just Batum, just allowing Hartenstein, big basketball guy. Just allowing Hartenstein to waltz in there when you're a 16-year veteran and don't even look for the most important person to box out. I mean, that's egregious. Kyle Lowry missing free throws in the fourth quarter. He played a good game. That's awful. Embiid, he's playing at 60% at best, just a pure warrior out there, and you're just making fun of him, saying he's getting massages on the side.
You know what we do on the Knicks? We play 48 minutes a night. Joel Embiid played like 25 minutes. He had to go get a massage. Pervert had to go get a massage on the side.
If you tore your meniscus, you would be still at your mama's house sucking on her teat for a year. Yeah. You don't even drive on the highway.
Not if I was
you're coming at.
Not if I was
you don't even drive on the highway, and you're coming at Joel Embiid for having a torn meniscus and getting treatment on the sideline.
Yeah, I am.
You're a coward.
Josh Hart would never. Josh Hart would play
Josh
for torn
Hart would
ACL.
never. What does that mean?
He's all heart. I don't know. When you have practices like we do, when you have fucking intense practices like we do, where we preach, crash those offensive boards, go out there, run up and down the court fast, that's what's going to happen. We're going to outwork the other team. Are we more talented? No, but we have heart. We have grit. We're close-knit.
You guys
don't quit.
You guys play your balls to the bone. Very, very rootable.
Yeah, we do.
But I hate you because it's the Celtics East. It just is. It doesn't matter who wins this series for the most part. Yeah, I hugely agree. If you had Randall, maybe you had a chance. The Sixers, if for some reason they do win in 6 or 7, I do think this series is going to become a series again, possibly 2-2. But it's not looking great. And if they lose or if they win in 6 or 7, there's no chance they do anything in the playoffs because the Knicks are just going to take Embiid's right knee and just cut it off and take it with them.
I think the Knicks can beat the Bucks or Pacers, also.
Yeah, but what about the Celtics?
Well, nothing wrong with getting to the conference final. But I think the Knicks would give them a series. They just won. They won in Boston a couple weeks ago at the end of the season. 118-109, I believe.
Yeah, one game. That's all you need.
I think that the Knicks. The Celtics are better, but I do think the Knicks would give them a series. They have too much heart, too much grit, too much firepower.
The Celtics are minus money to win the East right now. That's absurd.
They're a good team, but I'm looking at the opponent right in front of us, and that's you guys. One game at a time.
Congratulations.
How do you feel about your Celtics?
I feel great. I feel amazing. I didn't know they were minus money.
To make the finals. They're that much better.
I mean, I hope they win.
You sound a little bit like a front runner to me. Starting to question your true fandom. But so yeah, you're not confidence isn't shot.
Max was going off last night as I have no issues with, like talking shit and just yelling for the sake of yelling and then getting all depressed. If that was me 5-10 years ago, yes, that's exactly what I'd be doing. But right now, look, I've been through the process. I lived it. I'm the meme where I'm on the gallows with the neck around with the rope around my neck, and I'm looking at Max, being like, first time. Been through
you don't have your window's closed, right? The Sixers?
Absolutely not. I think next year, Tobias Harris takes up 29% of the salary cap. He's out next year. If the Sixers are able to get a healthy Embiid,
is that
every year.
So I watched the last 59 seconds of this game, and Embiid, I know you just said he has a torn meniscus, but he moves like he's Charles Barkley.
Yeah, because his knee's shot right now.
But the whole fucking body language.
First of all, that's a shot at the round mound rebound.
Charles Barkley, he's 65 years old or whatever it is.
Oh, you're talking Barkley now.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about right now.
Go up and down the court and double slam jam.
No. He's a great player, I guess, probably. But so people say.
From what I saw in the Last Dance documentary, he seemed like a formidable guy.
But Embiid, his whole body, his posture, I saw him walk around. I was like, the knee is bad, but everything. I was like, that dude looks like a fat old man.
He's playing at
How old is he?
He's playing 60% right now, 29.
He's still that young.
Yeah, he averaged 3.5 3-pointers a game during the regular season. He shot 8 and 9 in the first 2 games of the playoffs. He's obviously trying to do everything he can to win with what he can do right now. I mean, he's beaten up and hurt. But as far as next year, yes, you need him healthy. If he is healthy, he is top objectively top 3 player in the league. You get Maxey, who's still improving. You clear up the Tobias Harris space. I don't know, maybe you draft this guy, Bronny James, brings in LeBron. LeBron takes a salary cap cut, brings in another guy. Like
Where's
Paul
Mo
George.
at? I need Mo in my top 5 Sixers next year.
God bless Mo. No, but as long as Embiid still has his MVP window, especially with Nick Nurse, who is so much better of a coach than Doc Rivers and Brett Brown, yeah, you can't throw him out, but they need to obviously make adjustments and add players. But this year, yes, they're shot.
Yeah, I mean, this year I feel like there wasn't a lot of expectations once, like, mid-season came. They were kind of sellers at the deadline, right?
No, they started out really hot because they played. Embiid and Wilt Chamberlain at one point were the only 2 players in NBA history to average more than a point in a minute. So Embiid, until he got hurt, was playing at MVP caliber again. And when he came back, it looked like he was as close to normal as he can get, and they won 9 straight games coming into the playoffs. So you thought, like, okay, let's get this up. But after the first 2 games against the Knicks, you can just...
They didn't look great against the Heat either.
No, but they pulled it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Into a juggernaut. Speaking of LeBron, he fell last night. They're up 20. Nuggets win on a buzzer beater. Nuggets just beat the Lakers every time. Like, the Lakers get up early, and it's like, oh, this could be their game.
Wasn't
the Nuggets just
wasn't LeBron's fault. LeBron took over the game in the 4th quarter and made every shot possible up until the last 3 that he took.
He made his second to last. He made one to go up 2, and then he missed a wide open 3 at the
The
end.
block that he had and took it coast to coast was vintage LeBron. But
He may just never be bad. LeBron, like, he may just never get bad.
That'd be
He's
awesome.
40.
I mean, there are people who've done it before.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Literally,
someone did.
I think he's the only other person. Who has ever, like, just been this dominant?
who beat Father Time.
Yeah.
There are more players than you would think.
hey, Ted Williams.
Roger Clemens was really good when he was old. Clemens was like
good.
40.
Jaromir Jagr.
Yager, yeah. Ovechkin's getting up there.
Julio Franco.
Yeah, but was he good? He just kept playing.
Probably still play.
Yeah. Jamie Moyer pitched till he was like 50.
Yeah.
He did.
And then the Cavs beat the Magic. Don't give a fuck about that, if anyone's got anything.
No, I don't. I think maybe I shouldn't be on the rundown during NBA playoffs.
What? Well, hockey. All right, take over NHL playoffs.
Clear sign of consciousness coming.
I haven't talked in 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, just the Knicks.
I know Tommy Knickerbocker's over here.
Yeah, would a guy who's a fake Knicks fan have this T-shirt? Riddle me that. Would he have gotten this T-shirt for free yesterday from our merch department from 47? I don't think so. It's a cool fucking shirt. Yeah, I just love my fucking Knicks. Over to the NHL, my Rags play tonight, but Bruins went down yesterday to the Maple Leafs 3-2 on Austin Matthews' late goal. Series tied up 1-1. I feel like the Bruins just will end up beating the Maple Leafs as they always do, or?
Yeah, I don't have a ton to say. It would have been nice to win that one. I don't think it really matters all that much. I think the Bruins will win their series against the Maple Leafs, as they have done every single time they have played since 1959. And that's that.
Now, I know your answer to this question, but the normal Bostonian fans, do you feel better or worse last year when you had the greatest record of all time going into the playoffs, or this year where you're still good, but you're a little more under the radar?
Great question. Feel better? I felt much better last year. Like, going at this stage of last season, I felt much better. It was game 2. This year, I don't. I'll be honest. I do not expect the Boston Bruins to win the cup. Last year, I fully expected them to. This year was supposed to be a rebuilding year. They're not even supposed to be where they are. They were supposed to be a borderline playoff team. I'm not saying that to say like we're playing with house money. Who cares what happens? But like just your internal feeling. I'm not as confident, so it wouldn't be as heartbreaking.
It just seems like, from not the biggest hockey guy, if you're under the radar, lower seed, it sometimes works out.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, well, that's what I had said that in the last decade, I've been extremely confident in the Boston Bruins 3 times. That's resulted in 0 Stanley Cups. So maybe the key is to not be so confident.
That's from my days watching puck. I always feel better about the Rags. We won the President's Trophy, but pressure on that. It's like, but I do think there's something about this Rempe. You seen this Rempe guy?
Yeah, I have.
So we do have something this year like that feels a little extra, but I do think in general, I mean, we could fact check this. I feel like the President's Trophy winner does not often win the Stanley Cup.
That's one of those things. I trust me, I heard that a lot last year. They say there's a President's Trophy curse. I do not believe in it.
Is it?
Historically, the team who wins the President's Trophy wins the Stanley Cup about 23% of the time. I would venture to guess that the number one overall seed in every sport wins it about a quarter of the time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't. It just seems like in hockey, it's more
Basketball is probably
like
higher.
basketball. It's always a number one seed for.
Yeah, basketball probably. Football, I would guess it's probably about 25% of the time. Baseball, I would guess is probably around there.
Baseball might be a little.
I specifically remember it had to have been 2017, 2018 is when we were in HQ2 when Frankie would just tell Dave. The Lightning are the greatest regular season team of all time. Like they can't be stopped. They're just great. They're amazing. And Dave would just fire them, and they got swept in the opening round by the
Yeah. But there is something now. I actually have said this earlier. There is something to that too. In the year after you were supposed to do it, doing it the next two. The Bruins in 2010 blew their 3-0 lead to the Flyers. Came back the next year, won it. There's something about like having a collapse when you're a great team, and then the next year.
Even in other sports, like when Virginia in college basketball, they lost the 16th seed, won the next year. Purdue lost the 16th seed last year, went to the championship.
That gives me some probably where all of my confidence is derived from with the Bruins.
That 2010 Flyers run is the reason why God doesn't respect Philadelphia. Because they got it on the last day of the playoffs in a shootout against the Rangers, 7 seed. They upset first round. They are down 0-3 to the Bruins, come back, tie it up 3-3, are down 3-0 in Game 7, come back and win, still lose the fucking finals. It's like, wait, what?
Dude,
How much more destiny do you
I know.
need?
But I feel like the teams of destiny often that it ends in the championship. I feel like a lot, again, nothing to back this up, but I feel like a lot of teams that are on that magical run, it like gets them to the championship and then it kind of
teams like Team USA 1980, yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, not every time, but on other occasions. And then, obviously,
People forget the Soviet Union wasn't the championship game.
Yeah. I do remember when I saw Miracle for the first time. I was like, wait a minute. And then they kind of skipped over the second game.
Yeah. One of my favorite coach speeches, obviously, why am I blanking right now? Not Kurt Russell, Herb Brooks. Had a very legendary speech before.
Kurt Russell was great in that.
Yeah.
Great.
Before the USSR game, and then all he said before the Finland game was, if you lose this game, you'll take it to your fucking graves, and then walked out.
And then speaking, you mentioned Frankie, some great clips last night from Borelli's.
That was
time Mr. Borelli is back in the building since his open heart surgery. We're wishing him the best.
I'm going to say that was not physician recommended.
It was very funny watching him. Like he's clutching a heart pillow.
But it's like, it's real life shit.
But I mean, he wanted to go, right? I don't think Frankie made him go.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to be watching the game anyway.
I know. Mr. Borelli's the most positive, awesome person in the world, and you want him to do well. It's not funny, but like we joke in my family how the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be the cause of death on my father's death certificate. Like we were legitimately, no matter what, like we want to write it down as that, but you never want to see it actually happen.
Dude, the video, there's literally a million all-time videos from last night, but the one, I think it's after the Islanders' second goal, when Frankie like makes sure he's far enough away from Mr. Borelli, and then lets out that blood-curdling, I think he's the most entertaining person in the company to watch his favorite team.
Oh, I think hands down.
Yeah,
because he's a psychopath.
But the one, Ben, pull it up. You see, I'll show it to you. If you scroll up, I'm sure it's in here somewhere. It's like a cut. Yeah, that one right there. He literally he tries to socially make sure he's far enough away, and he's like, ah! But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, like the doctor says, just make sure there's no like sudden movements. Don't try to scare them or anything.
I also love how once
3 feet away,
Frankie,
like that makes a difference.
once Frankie knew like his dad was all right coming home from the hospital, he was like, "We're now going to turn this into like a win it for Mr. Borelli for the Islanders." But yeah, down to we'll see. But I mean, back at UBS next game. So
The Golden Knights Stars game, I didn't watch that full game, but the interesting thing about that, have you been following the Biz war with the glass banger? So there's this guy in Dallas who, I guess he has season tickets, which Biz seems to have uncovered are actually his dad's season tickets. Season tickets to the game where he just bangs on the glass the whole game. Okay. And I don't know much
people
about this
like
guy.
Annoyed by it? Or?
It seems like Biz certainly hates it. It seems like hockey fans really hate glass banging. I actually don't mind it when it fits. I don't mind
I
it
feel like during a fight
after a
or
goal,
something.
during a fight. Like I think it's fine. If you're just doing it during the game, that's insanity. But I'm not as anti-glass banging as a lot of people are. But this guy and Biz have been at war for like 24 hours straight now. I think they're still going.
What is like the reaction of people that sit around him? Are they like shut
They
the fuck
don't
up?
like
they gotta
it.
be-
That's
So
why
then
Biz
he's just an asshole.
Yeah. If people around you don't like it, like
Right.
You're,
like if everybody's into it, then like whatever. But
It's gotta be
threatening
endearing.
other
It's gotta be
season
endearing.
ticket holders because they don't want to listen to his obnoxious glass banging.
yeah, he's gonna lose a series for the Stars. Nick Murdoch.
Hockey in Texas, baby. Gotta love it.
And then Oilers won last night. They're Dave's Stanley Cup future. Connor McDavid looks great, 5 assists in a playoff. It would be nice to see like Connor McDavid like go to the Stanley Cup.
No,
No, you don't.
no,
Like
I don't care. They can go as long as they lose to the Bruins.
Are you saying that because you're a Connor McDavid fan, or because you're still Dave's fluffer and he has a bet on it?
I mean, I'd like to see Dave win more money, but I mean, even before that, I think I don't know. Like he's our like I never saw Wayne Gretzky play. Like I feel like he's the closest thing we've had to Gretzky. It'd be nice to just see him go on a run.
Yeah.
Greatness, respect greatness.
This is insane that this is on the list. This is crazy.
Zack Wilson.
Yeah.
Zack Wilson.
Zach
traded to the
Wilson
Broncos.
traded is a rundown topic.
7th round
Oh,
pick.
specifically, Ken grab Clemmer.
We can grab it. All right, Clemmer.
Dude, a backup quarterback got traded for a 6th round pick. Who gives a shit?
Well, he was a 2nd overall pick. Yeah.
This isn't a story. I was.
Overall pick.
Well, I think yesterday on KFC Radio they interrupted in the middle of it. Like, what's your take on my take? Who gives a fuck about what Zach Wilson's doing?
I'm just happy he's gone. I mean,
Sure.
it was just like a nightmare. It's like a horrible anxiety, almost like a terror when he would take the ball. Like I'm a Jets fan. I've seen so many bad quarterbacks, but when he took the ball, and you agree, right? Like it was like It Follows, like that movie. It was just terror the entire time.
Pit in your stomach. You contemplate suicide every
Haunted
time.
It's
STD?
awful.
I
Yes.
still kind of believe. I feel like.
Yes.
I feel like there's still something
No,
there.
watch
If he
that
gets
movie,
to
it's
Denver,
terrifying.
no
No,
question.
I love the movie It Follows. I think it's one of the most
it's
original
very-
horror
it's a-
movies in recent history.
I'm not talking about the actual themes of it. I'm talking about how you felt watching it. Like it's just terror.
So you're not saying Zach Wilson fucked the football and anybody he takes is.
I don't know what happened to him or why he's so terrible. That's a good theory as any, but he's atrocious, and I'm so glad he's gone. I can't believe that we actually got anything back for him. It was a horrible experience, and I'm glad he's gone. It makes me feel very happy.
Okay.
That's-
That's all we got. I still think there's a chance he figures it out in Denver. He had some flashes last year. That Chiefs game. You can still make.
He makes throws.
It wasn't
where
the
you see-
Raiders Sunday night game. He made a sick throw and then an awful throw.
Yeah.
Bro, we were like talking about 3 throws in a career of 4 years.
Yeah, but you
Enough
see,
to give
see
you
the
hope.
throw. It's like, oh yeah, that's why he's the number 2 overall pick.
Next up, Kanye ranks Michelle Obama as his #1 threesome draft pick on Justin LeBoy's podcast. He said, Michelle Obama, you gotta fuck the president's wife.
Who's yours? Tom?
I mean, I think that's a pretty great pick.
Well, who's the other one?
Yeah, I was gonna want. I would imagine with his wife, but I was
Yeah,
wondering
okay.
that as
So
well.
if I'm with Kanye's wife, then maybe Kim. I mean, Sydney Sweeney's obviously up there. Margot Robbie. I don't know. Those like I kinda
But
like
these
myself.
are lame threesome picks,
yeah.
dude.
He's
I'm
he's
sorry,
not
like
even going
blondes
for,
with
he's not
big
even,
fucking bazookas.
He's not going to go for Joe Biden. He's going for the 3 first
I mean, nobody
wives
wants to
ago.
fuck Jill Biden. I mean, he goes for Ivanka if you want the hottest first lady.
Well, she's dead.
Ivana,
Nope.
She's a daughter.
Melania.
There he is. Yeah, I think when you're picking a threesome pick, it's like a stripper at a strip club. Like you don't just pick the hot girl. You pick the entertaining person. You pick someone with a little pizzazz to him.
Or whoever comes up to you and talks to you.
Very few people are actually in positions in life to choose your threesome partner.
Kanye's probably on that list of people.
No, he is.
I would imagine Kanye is, yeah.
This one's kind of crazy. The internet is roasting this guy, TikToker at hubs.life. Just posts videos of himself living a very normal life. Lives in Texas. He's got a dog, wife, insurance job, 9 to 5. And he'll post like a little TikTok day in the life. So I woke up at 7:30. I had a coffee, a donut. I packed for the day. I went to work. He got in at 8, left at 4. Had an hour lunch break at Chili's, then a company picnic. Got home. I didn't get why he brought his dog to his mom's house, but then got some Whataburger.
This guy's just a stale crouton.
But like, there's no this is a normal life that I think a lot of people live and would be happy to live. And people are like, there are tweets like, this is the saddest fucking thing I've ever seen.
But that's all because this fucking guy puts like this is like when this guy goes viral like once every 3 to 6 months, and every time is like an experiment in the world discovering what a score is. Like,
what do you mean?
Like he put sad music over it, so it looks sad.
Yeah.
If you fucking put what's the Lil Wayne song, the ha ha right above it. Put right above it over it. This looks like this guy's having the greatest day ever.
True. It sets the mood. And
Yeah,
you know what?
Fucking
Honestly,
it matters.
The only issue I had with this video, look at how he puts his laptop into and out of his bag.
Very cautious.
Very like sexual. Like it's bizarre.
I have a couple more issues.
I don't know if this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one. Look at how he's gonna put it in. Look at that. He takes that and puts that in way too slow. And then when he gets to work, he also takes it out very slowly. And that's really the only issue I had. I also didn't understand why he brought his dog to his mom's house after.
Well, it's her favorite place. The dog's favorite place.
What?
Yeah.
This is his music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fucking. In post, put like Lil Wayne on this, and you watch this, you'd be like, hell yeah, this dude living the life out there.
White
But yeah,
collar.
fine life. And Aftershow, Billy Football's congressional run continues. He's being sued. He's basically in a I'm going to sue you off with Mike LaPetri Dish, who is another Republican on the primary ballot, where LaPetri just wants Billy off the ballot, just, I guess, for no good reason. And now George Santos and Billy are maybe uncovering that this guy, Mike LaPetri Dish, doesn't actually live where his registered address is. He registered in his parents' house who live in the district, but he lives somewhere else. So they're like, well, if that's the case, then we're going to throw out all your signatures too. So it's a real, like, I'm going to fucking sue you off right now between Billy Football and Mike LaPetri Dish.
I can't imagine being sued. I had a roommate once who got audited, and I watched the process he went through for that, and I like, in the most serious thing I've ever done, it's in my own head, I watched it and I went, okay, if that ever happens to me, I'll just kill myself. Like, dead serious, like, I'll never go through something like that.
If that roommate's who I think it is.
It sure is.
I'm sure watching him go through an audit.
It's exactly who you think it is, yeah.
Like, yes, watching him do pretty much anything would, like, stress me the fuck out.
I didn't put together at first who the room. I'm going to guess it wasn't Gaz.
Dude, it was crazy. But I imagine being sued is like the same thing. But when you were just describing something, you left out a humongously important detail.
Tell me.
When you said that Michael LaPetri Dish.
Insane name, by the way.
I mean, LaPetri's not that crazy.
It's not? LaPetri Dish?
Well, that's
No, the
his
dish
nickname.
is not real.
Like you're a Petri.
This guy's name is Heidelberger. What?
Drop the scarecrow if I only had a brain drop.
It's right there. Bang. Mike does not live in Massapequa. Mike lives in Huntington with 2 roommates.
Yeah, you can't be running for Congress with 2.
You should not be allowed to run for office if you got roommates.
Wait.
None.
George Santos was an elected official.
Yeah, didn't have roommates. I'll vote for him.
Yeah.
You can't vote for someone who has.
That's a stipulation on who to vote for and who not to vote for.
100. I think it's a great stipulation. When I had roommates in my life, and I'm one of those rare examples where I'm still to this day, I shouldn't be allowed to make any decisions. But when I had roommates, I surely shouldn't have been allowed to make any decisions. And if you're an adult, if you're young and you're getting in the game, good for you. Once you get past that phase of life, then you can start making decisions for the betterment of people. And then if you're at the other end too, if you're a really old person with roommates, that's even crazier. No one with roommates should be allowed to be elected. It should be a disqualifying trait.
And this tweet saying that Mike is a horrible womanizer, allegedly received dozens of nude pics. Women have received a lot of nudes from him, raunchy texts. All right, I mean, he likes to fuck. He's addicted to sex, the most important part of a relationship for him. Who tweeted all this? Okay.
How do you
the honorable, trustworthy George Santos.
We got 2 cents in this tweet. I was like, what the fuck is this person talking about? Oh, it's Santos. Okay.
You know what must suck for Michael Petri Dish is like he's like this young guy who like he probably thought he was gonna be like the young bro like running for Congress and he'd have all the young people on his side and then he's getting out young broed by Billy Football. He's
a young guy, Petri Dish?
Yeah, I think he's. I mean, looking at him, he looks young. If I had to guess, he's probably 30.
I just assumed he was some old dude.
No, he's
dude, this guy's off the ballot.
He looks like a Jersey Shore juice head. Like he's a Strong Island guy.
Sure, all that doesn't matter because he's got 2 roommates.
What does it say?
He's got a Wikipedia
34.
page.
34. All right, yeah, that's quite young for a congressman.
Well, and he was in the New York State Assembly. Oh, so he has some experience.
Yeah. But I mean,
So does Billy Football.
yeah, we need a young new face in Congress. And then last night, Barstool basketball, we won
Wait.
down Dana.
Can you imagine, like, never mind.
What?
Never mind. Can you imagine if Billy actually got elected to Congress and it actually had a vote for, like, real important things
I'm not even just saying. I think Billy would be like a fine congressman. Like,
Yeah,
what-
well,
I
here's
think
the
if he
deal.
doesn't get corrupted, he will be. But I think Billy has the ability to get corrupted, but he doesn't know he's getting corrupted.
yes, for sure.
Yeah, so that's a problem.
But I don't know. I think that it would be fun. Like if Billy he gets into Congress at, like 26 and maybe the Republican Party's like, oh my God, we have a young face, a revolutionary, and they're like we're gonna fast track this guy to the presidency. Be crazy.
A little thing I like to bring up whenever we're talking about these kind of joke, not at all a joke if you ask Billy, campaign.
This is definitely not a joke anymore.
No, to Billy, no.
Yeah.
To some of us, probably a little bit. Is Dave's Boston mayoral campaign was, I believe, November 2012. I'm not positive about that. I think
Sounds
so.
right.
November 2012, Dave obviously doesn't win the election. And some people genuinely wanted him to.
Wear haircut set
Yeah.
for a minute.
But so he would have taken office June 1st, 2013. January 1st. Like 3 months later, the Boston Marathon bombing happened. If Dave Portnoy was the mayor of Boston.
No, that was April 2013, right? The Boston Marathon?
Yeah.
Oh, he would have taken January 1st.
January,
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't vote for someone on like a kind of joke campaign in case something happens that you need an actual politician for.
But Dave manhunted him down.
Yeah, and a couple of Brown students and a couple of strangers on the internet who were later found dead. Like,
We don't
I remember those.
Not the bomber, baby. USA. But I think like a house, if you're just a congressman in the House of Reps, that's a good he wouldn't have that much power.
You have power.
But not that much. Less than a mayor does. I think in a big city.
Tommy,
I don't know. I would think
you're
you're
a political
probably.
guy. I mean, what's the discrepancy in
you're
the House
probably
right now?
I don't
It's
know.
only like a couple votes.
It's very small, yeah.
Yeah.
Every person matters.
Right, but I'm just saying he himself can't. I guess he could bring some policy to the table, but he's not the guy.
No.
Right, the mayor, you're the mayor of a big city is. I'm not talking about fucking small town in New Jersey or something, but a big town mayor that's big. No,
Yeah, I think
that's all I got. Yeah, big town mayor is big.
Dante will definitely work up about
yeah,
you,
that's
for
true.
sure.
Dante, there's one person that's going to become mayor of something.
Dude, Dante, speaking of post-show, Dante sent the horniest tweet in the history of this fucking company.
The Paige Sporadic one?
The Paige Sporadic one. That thing was insane.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was nuts.
Announcing you're subscribing to a girl's whatever.
It's called Only Page. It's her version of OnlyFans. I think he deleted it. I talked about it on the Casey Radio yesterday, and I called him like 4 times during the show trying to get him an answer, and he wouldn't. Dude.
Yeah, keep hammering it.
Do you know? Have you seen this? Do you know what we're talking about?
I didn't see the tweet,
bro.
But I can imagine.
I was in Ireland, and so I woke up at 8 a.m. in Ireland, and it happened to be 2 a.m. in Chicago. So Dante was drunk tweeting.
Horny hours.
And I was like, I'm so happy I'm awake right now before he deletes this. I screenshotted it 7 seconds after he sent it. It's an insane tweet, dude. Did
you send the screenshot to who probably sent me the screenshot?
Yeah, probably. Bro, it's nuts.
I just want to see it again.
It says it's Paige Sporadic. She said that she's her with a couple of pictures in bikinis. It says, "Come chat with me." Plus, never before seen pictures and videos, lives, prizes, giveaways, golf instruction, and so much more. Click here, onlypage.com. Dante replied, "Done. I caved."
Golf instruction. Maybe he wants to work on his short game.
That's what I called him with a voicemail yesterday, being like, "Hey, I need some swing instruction." And then he also had the GIF of. You can't hear any of this. Doesn't matter. I don't even know where the mic went, to be honest.
Straight
there it is. Yeah. Okay, so he went, and he also had the GIF of the kid from fucking Sandlot saying, "I can't take this anymore" by the pool when he sees Wendy Peppercorn. It's an insanely horny Squints Paladoris, something like that.
Wendy Peppercorn.
It's the horniest tweet I think it's ever been sent here. Because there's nothing you're doing other than just looking at horny stuff.
To a girl that I would imagine he's met. Maybe.
I would think no.
Really?
Maybe. Probably not.
He's a public figure enough where you can't really say, I caved.
Oh, man. I've been so horny for so long. I'm finally doing it.
If it was just done. Okay, I caved.
Speaking of weird Barstool tweets, I think you guys talked about some KFC radio too. That John Rich wet dream tweet.
That one.
What the fuck was that? He's not here today to defend himself, but
when he said in it, when he's like, I get so worked up I come, which is really how all coming happens. You get so worked up you come, but it's usually not about a dream about hockey equipment. And just that sentence, I get so worked up I come.
It's all right. This place needs a good nocturnal emission.
So yeah, he tweeted
storyline once again.
He tweeted 5:39 a.m. yesterday.
That was another one that I just had because of fucking time zone different and like jet lag. I was up, I saw that, I fucking quote tweeted it, but then saved it in my drafts to reply.
More people can see it later.
See it more time, and then I sent it at like 9 o'clock, I think.
He said, "I have a recurring wet dream that I'm about to play hockey but can never get to the game. I'll be missing a piece of equipment. A skate blade will break. This time I got lost looking for the rink. I get so worked up that I come when I wake up. Always devastating." What does
that sounds like childhood trauma.
I hope he played hockey at least.
I have that dream quite often for baseball or football. Never came. Never came once leaving my cleats.
Do you guys ever have wet dreams?
I don't have dreams. I've never had a wet dream in my life, and I don't have a lot of dreams.
I've had a few wet dreams. Great.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
I'm of like the... I don't think I obviously believe you when you say they have them, but I have no evidence that they're real.
No, they're real. It's literally you just dream of having. It's like you dream of having sex with a hot girl. You come. It's like I add that to my body count.
Or
I might as well.
Or forgetting your skates on the way to the.
Yeah, this one's bizarre. But yeah, whatever.
I'm with you. I've never had one either.
Never.
And basketball,
I also don't think blue balls are real.
I agree with.
Yeah.
That
blue balls and wet dream, fake guys.
I thought that was blue balls were like a thing that all guys were just kind of saying to, like we were all in on that. Like, oh yeah, girls, blue balls are real. No.
I don't know. I think some people genuinely think it's real. Blue balls are real.
You've got them.
I've experienced.
So we got a wet dreamer, a blue baller, and I'm just normal.
Yeah.
Are you?
Normal fights. That's what they say.
I don't know what's worse, Dante tweeting that or you being so excited that Dante tweeted that?
Yeah, and Boston.
I love
last
anytime
night
Dante does something dumb.
Hit a halftime buzzer beater for 3. It's pretty sick. We won.
No,
against
this is
team.
crazy that we're calling this a buzzer.
You know,
Like,
my favorite part
was a buzzer
is
beater.
defense. Boom.
Buzzer beater, yes, this is technically a buzzer beater. But if you say I hit a buzzer beater,
Yeah, you assume end of game.
you're talking about end of game.
But we won by 1, so it was basically a game-winning shot. Great coaching. Let me just give a shout out to Coach Clemmer. Great coaching last night. Unbelievable adjustments on the fly, offensive adjustments, defensive adjustments. We've been hard on this guy, but Coach Clemmer is coming around, and he put on a masterclass last night. No Dana. Yeah, that's all I got.
This league, man.
You guys, anything else you want to talk about? What?
No, I'm good.
Okay, you want to just sit here and keep talking?
Yeah, sure. Are you going out to Chicago?
Not for the announcements. No. Yeah, Film Festival, Barstool Chicago Film Festival, Friday. Posters and movie trailers will be coming out at some point this week. I think they're going to be good.
Yeah, I've heard everything I've heard is a good thing.
Yeah.
Everyone seems seems to say it went well.
And NFL drafts on Thursday. They're doing the NFL draft show again. We just got the email of the guest list. Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Look out for that too. Yeah. All right, see you guys tomorrow.